Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses, such as
We'll get started in a minute. Before we do, here's a video of the training that's coming up for the commercial appliance industry. I'm going to add some more classes over the weekend. So let's see what we got going on here. Thank you all for being here, coming on in and being on the live.
Being involved and being active on this YouTube channel, we're welcome back.
I am Mike Reed. These are my evening broadcasts where I catch up with people who have been watching the live streams that I put on during the day when I'm actually putting my hands on equipment. As always, you are more than welcome to come on up. You're more than welcome to put any type of questions into the chat. Let me get the call-in information. Hold on 1 second. And there it is. If you're watching this live, you can click on the link in the comment section. You can come on up, you can ask your questions, or you can ask your questions in the chat and I can address them live. Skip all the delay, just getting right to what you need to know. Let's see here what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna play today. I'm gonna play a video from Mark the Mentor's channel. And then I'm gonna address what's going on with MVP Group, why you shouldn't do work for them. And then what's going on with Legacy Group right now. See if I can, while we're letting people come on in, I'll get some of that queued up. Let me type this up. Finding Legacy Group is always a pain in the no. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh good, I found it. No. Legacy is always a pain. Let me see what I can do here. Let's see what I can find. Hold on. Oh man, this is This is proving harder than I thought. Trying to find this. Yo, Picture Man 63, what's happening? And everybody else.
I'm good of you to join us.
That came on in. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta add in freaking YouTube. I know you guys are on it, but I gotta add in this the stream. There it is. So this way, when you guys are taking advantage of anything that YouTube is putting onto my stream, I'll be able to see it. Now I'm gonna have to cancel this. Hold on 1 second. Let you guys come on in, check out the video, current training classes. And how's my sound, by the way? All right, finally got it. Oh, okay. Mr. Well, I guess I just call you Mr. O. All right. So you touched a Forno dishwasher. What the hell is a Forno dishwasher? I never heard of a Forno. Is that a typo? Oh, good. I guess one means is good. Man, what the hell is a Forno dishwasher? Hold on a second. Let me see what this is. Fagor. Oh, okay. All right. So there's a lot you don't know about me. I've been dealing with Fagor for, man, over 30 years. I've been dealing with Fagor. I dealt with them on the residential side. Okay, good. The video is over with. And I played that training video at the end. Let me get rid of this. I've been dealing with, yeah, sound check 1 2 1 2. Good, thank you. I've been dealing with Fagor since I was in my teenage years, and I'm very disappointed in their Concept Plus. I really didn't have much of a. No, I can't say that. All right. The Fagor Concept Plus under counter unit. Oh, let me take Mark off of here. Let me add another one. Fagor. Where do I start with Fagor? You know Fagor is Onera Group. I guess I'll take this one out. Fagor Concept Plus Commercial Dishwasher. Spelled that wrong. But so these are going to be 220-volt dishwashers. They have upright units. You don't see the Fagor upright units as much as you will see the Fagor Concept Plus. What the hell is this new thing they're doing? The Fagor Concept Plus, they have quite a few plastic parts on the Fagor Concept Plus, which tends to crack and fail. You will have a number of water issues. So whenever you get a Fagor Concept Plus, Fagor Plus, Fagor Concept Plus, the hose well, it's not really a hose, but the distribution system that goes from the bottom of the unit over to the right, along the side, and then back up to the top is a combination of plastic and rubber hose. The part of the plastic that runs alongside the booster heater experiences too much heat, and it causes that line to crack. Not only will you have the that water distribution tube that's on the side crack and leak water over all the components by the booster heater, but you will also have an issue where the top, where the top spinner is on the outside of the unit, will crack and detach from the unit. You'll have issues with water possibly leaking onto one of the chemical pumps. On the right side, they have since moved them over to the left. So instead of there being two on the right, now there's one on the right and one on the left. Either way it goes, you're going to have your hands full with a Phagor Concept Plus. The temperature probe for the booster heater, it needs thermal paste. It slides into a tube down at the bottom in the center of the booster heater. Do yourself a favor and just change that sucker. Whatever you think you got going on with that dishwasher, you have that and more. So let me address what you said. So you said you had a Phagor. So you touched the Phagor dishwasher yesterday. Now, when you say you touched it, is it your client's? Is it your customer's dishwasher? Are you going to be working on this thing? That is the question. That is the question. I used to be a big fan of the Phagor dishwasher. The customer is always under the impression, even though it's a very expensive unit. So these two on the right, fun fact, they're very much, the two on the right is just like the Electrolux, just like the Hobart Econoline dishwasher. Very little, I want to say if any difference. There's only going to be like a 5% difference on these two on the right from Electrolux, Hoshizaki, the MVJ or MJ 9000, whatever the hell it was. There's still some of those floating around. Electrolux, the Hobart unit from Italy, and even some of the Vitzen, even the Vitzen upright, they're all the same. Europe is primarily socialist. Everything is made to the same standards over there. And then when they ship it over here, you know, they're only allowed very few augmentations that they can do to it, such as where the controls go and whatnot. Now, why Phagor as the premium line? Why the hell they have all these parts that are underwhelming is beyond me. It is so beyond me. And remember, I did my live the other day where I was doing that deep fryer. Asper is the baby brother of Phagor. Asper is a Phagor. Cheaper Phagor. Let me see if I can find some prices here. Hold on, let me see here. Phagor Concept Plus, dishwasher for sale, new. Oh, Restaurant Supply maybe. We'll do Restaurant Supply. So, not that bad. $3,000. It used to be a little higher. Now that there's a lot more competition for Phagor, they brought the price down. And actually, this image is old. I want to say this image is bad. I want to say this image is old. So it's not that bad. 3, 4. So the problem you have is at this price range, Let me see if I can. Yo, Brother Frank. Brother Frank is here early, man. Normally Frank comes after the damn stream been on for like 4 hours, and I'm like at my last breath, and then Frank will come on the stream. Thanks for being here, brother.
I'm good of you to join us.
So yeah, when you get a Fagor Concept Plus, the control board, the power board is at the top where that display is. That whole top slides forward. You're gonna want to put eyes on there. You're gonna have to want to put eyes on the top above the distribution for that top spinner. Make sure that sucker isn't cracked, coming off. And then you're also gonna want to check that whole damn water distribution from the bottom, from the pump at the bottom, all going along the booster heater, along the side, and then up to the top. Do not move it, because that sucker will crack off in your hands. Don't move it. No, man, I'm glad you're doing all right, brother. Oh, you busy day? Yeah, this is, man, I don't know where everybody's gone. I'm glad you're bringing this up. I've been talking to a number of different factories, and like here in Texas, they can't find anybody. I've had this factory call me every day asking me about stuff because they said they can't find anybody in Dallas. They can't find anybody for San Antonio. They can't find anybody for Austin. And they said, I'm the only guy they got for Houston. So yeah, that equates to long, busy days. Straight up. But I'm glad to have you here, man. Oh, let me see here. Let me get back to this Fagor thing. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Anybody here from the live I did today? Anybody? See, here are some General fryers. This is the fryer that I did from yesterday. Trying to pick at least one job a day where I could turn the camera on and you know, give you guys a show. In turn, I'm shrinking these broadcasts and eating them, shrinking them down. That reminds me, yeah, man, there's nobody out here. Sorry about that. I forgot I had this music up so freaking loud. Let me see if I can find the website for this. It is literally, the brand is just called General. Let me see if I could use this and get to the website. I mean, all these companies, they do such a terrible job. They do a horrible job of letting us get to their freaking website. I think the only other way I could do it is probably copy and paste their address. Let's see here. Oh, excuse me. I hope you guys didn't hear that sneeze. I was trying to hit the mute button. Come on, General. No, it's not General Filtration. This is terrible. General, let's see here. General? No, this is Omaha. This is terrible. Nope, none of this is it. None of this is it. Let's see what you guys have to say. Oh, you saw me parking the van, and then I had to switch the video to pay for parking. And you believe that Houston got a situation where you got to pay for parking now? Yo, and then Mike Adams, what's good?
I'm good of you to join us.
I believe I owe you a thank you for contributing to the show. Do I even have my freaking phone? I don't know where my phone is. And in my apps, what's up?
Being involved and being active on this YouTube channel, we're welcome back.
Hold on, I gotta check because I do believe Mike Adams. I do believe I owe you a thank you, and I do. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel last time. Keeping the party going. I do appreciate you. So let me get to general. Oh, let me see if I can find my freaking email. Maybe his stuff is in there. Oh, let me see. Let me look up general. These people. They make this stuff so hard to get to. I just got a dispatch. Legacy Group. You know what? That's probably what I got to look under. And now I'm understanding that Legacy Group now has a new CEO. MVP is in bankruptcy, so if they owe you some money, you definitely need to get your name on that list. Damn, this is not them either. Shoot. All right, let's see what this gives me. Or is it Legacy Brands? Hell, that don't even seem to be working. Hold on. Dude, I don't know why these people make themselves so hard to freaking find. This is insane. You should not have a company that is this difficult to search. This is nuts. Anyway, there's a group out there. They own ice machines. They own, damn, and this, oh, hold on one second. Let me see. Is it Artcraft? Cooktops. Because if I could just find one of the groups, one of the appliance brands that they own, that will get me. No, none of this is it. This is crazy. Hey, somebody do me a favor and find General. So General deep fryers, General griddles. Oh, let's see here. I'm searching under General. Let's see if we can do this. General appliance, commercial appliances. And matter of fact, while I'm looking this up, what the hell is going on with ChatGPT? That's crazy. Looks like I'm gonna have to get rid of that one and just go with a. Yo, while we waiting, hey, Mr. O, what's the deal with the Fagor that you got going on? All right, hold on. Let me change this then. Is it under general food service? I don't. Oh, there it is. Finally found the damn thing. Finally got it. This is nuts that they make themselves this hard to get to. You're definitely going to need this link. So this is the OEM supplier for the deep fryer that I did that service on yesterday. And I got a bunch of marketing material I have to drop off tomorrow. I got a ton of marketing material. So I got to go back to this bar for tomorrow. Yo, Roman, what's happening? What's the word?
Oh, good of you to join us.
I'm gonna try to get you guys caught up on these different brands like General, Legacy Group, Invictus, and Hinkleman. So let me go back to this thing. Oh. No, I do not want to sign up for your little funky newsletter. Oh, so yes. Once these large conglomerates buy all of these smaller manufacturers, they use the synergy to broaden their lines. So when General was just offering a couple of things, now they're offering deep fryers. They're able to offer ranges. And then, the countertop stuff. Because before, and then like they have mixers. Let me see if they got rid of the mixers or they still have it. There's the mixers. Yeah, because I know they had a lot of different equipment that gets added in, and now they're going through another CEO. So let me show you guys. I don't have the battery plugged up. I'm glad I caught that before it got too late. All right, so here's the information for you guys to contact General, which is Legacy Groups. Legacy Group also includes, as I said before, other hot side equipment. Legacy Group includes ice machines. I've done a couple lives from working on their ice machines like over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Can everybody see it? Let me see if I got, there we go. Oh, how is this? How's this? Oh, let me take myself off the screen. Hold on one second. Let me take myself off of this thing. There we go. So I'll leave this up for a minute so you can take down the information. All right, you just watched about the, whoa, that was a ways ago. About the R600 scale that I got, the yellow jacket that True gave me. All right, thanks for the info. Got myself cheap, but what URI I had. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. And to be honest with you, most of the times you're not even going to weigh that stuff in. I typically only weigh in a charge if that unit is having some problems or had some problems. Fun fact, you can recover R600. You can recover R290. All right, you can recover it and you can put it right back in the machine. New, like say if you, let me put myself on the screen. New, say if it's a unit that had an issue, it's your customer, they had a leak. You go ahead and you put in the refrigerant, and it's still, you don't think the unit's acting quite right. After you put in the new dryer, after you put in the compressor, after you put in an evaporator, after you put in a condenser, you don't think it's quite right. You can recover that virgin 600, that virgin R290. You can recover that. And then if you like, you can go ahead and put it back in, you know, and weigh it. Like, okay, yeah, it's, you know, everything is in there, and that's kind of like how you have to do it. That's typically what you're supposed to do, especially with ice machines. Refrigerators are a little more, they'll work with you more. No, you don't need any. I am able to recover the refrigerant within the same, like 600 gram R600 canister, a 600 gram R290 canister. I'm able to recover that refrigerant and put it in there. You do run the risk of rupturing that can. You do run a lot of other risks. It's not an official recovery device. So I just use a typical cylinder. I go through a ton of R290. So I buy a large jug of it, and I use a regular recovery tank. Once you're done with it, you can always put that sucker in vacuum, because you can vent it anyway. You can vent 600, you can vent 290. So it's not like you have to go ahead and take that jug in and exchange it. Those days are over with. Those days are done. So anyway, I'm about to take this off the screen. Anyone need this to stay on longer? Anyone need me to move the screen anywhere? I'm making gestures like you guys can see.
So no one else.
Yeah, so I just use a regular cylinder. Use a regular cylinder. All right, so let me put this contact in here. Yeah, you can use your same, whatever cylinder you're using, just make sure you vacuum that cylinder down, and then you can use that one. Because you're going to charge as a liquid anyway. On 600 or 290, you charge as a liquid. So you're going to invert that recovery cylinder anyway. I don't like using the dip tube and using the high side. I just invert the whole big ass cylinder. And then there's smaller cylinders you can buy. I do have a smaller cylinder. I have one smaller recovery cylinder, and I have two larger cylinders. All right, so that is, since we have no questions, so this is general. Let me run through. Oh yeah, they got microwaves and everything. So I'll run through a little bit of what they got. Oh yeah, I love their slicers. I love their slicers. Let me go back through. I don't know who makes these slicers for them, or if they're the ones that make the slicers and sell it to everybody else. With the prices, I think it's them that make it and sell it to other people. Either way it goes, I think that it's a more of a convenient slicer to work on. The General. So I'm a fan of their slicers. So it's really hard to beat that on a real slicer, not one of those $300 charcuterie slicers. So yes, I know you guys probably haven't seen me work on very many slicers, but yes, I do work on slicers. I do light work on mixers, the controls, the contactors. I don't get into the planetary gears. I don't get into the motors and the belts and all that kind of stuff. Once again, very little work on the commercial food processors, of which there are many, lots of them out there. And of course, they got their own commercial microwave. Man, we already saw the slicers. Of course, you guys saw the fryers while I was out. And like I said, these guys are doing their OEM thing. So they are the ones making the product for other people, allowing the names of a house brand to get rebadged and put onto their products. This way, it's a whole Kenmore thing. So this way, they don't have to, the in dealer, they don't have to worry about price shopping customers. They don't have to worry about someone's like, oh, well, they got this same unit over there for $50 cheaper. Or you're ripping me off. They got it $100 cheaper over there. They don't have to worry about that. And then at the same time, they can also reduce their price on their items without any restrictions. Oh, sure, no problem. So once you have a product badged with your own logo on it, with your own serial number, with your own model number, if you want to sell, let's just say this unit here, if you want to sell this unit for $100, well, yeah, it's $1,000. So if you're selling an entire, let's just say I'm going to do something you guys can relate to. Say I'm going to outfit an entire food truck. This customer is purchasing everything: fridge, freezer, prep table, grill, griddle, 2 deep fryers, vent hoods, warmers. I've never seen a meat slicer on a food truck, but let's just say there's a meat slicer on there. They're buying everything from me. And then the customer goes, oh man, I'm over budget. I'm over budget. I'm not going to be able to make this purchase from you. The bank only gave me X amount of dollars. Talk with the bank, you talk with the finance people, they won't come up. The customer is strapped for cash. They don't have any more money. I can't change the price on a Hobart item. I can't change the price on a Hoshizaki. I can't change the price on a True. Cannot go below what the product is supposed to sell for. But you can if you have it marked as XYZ item. So as an XYZ item, I can go ahead, as this is my own house brand item, I can then give them a special, give them a promotional deal and say, hey, instead of this being $1,000, because you outfitted your entire workspace from me, I can give you a bonus, a $900 bonus, and then you can have this charbroiler for $100. So you then have that ability when you have house brand. So that's why you'll see that kind of stuff floating around out there in the market. So this just lets you know a little bit of Legacy Group. I think Legacy Group bought General, not certain, but I want to say about 2 years ago. And let me see if I can find. See, they don't have this. Microwave. Come on, man. I think it's AdCraft. I think AdCraft is the other one. Yeah, I think it's AdCraft. Nope. You can't see, but I'm typing in names into the other screen. No, this is not it. Oh, this is a major. You know what? Hold on. Let me go to Webstaurant. Let me go to. This is how I'm gonna find it. Right. My app says you can't go below the MSRP, but house specials can be special deal status. Yes. Means special deal status you can, you can do what you want. They can sell it at a loss for $1. They can do whatever the hell they want. It's theirs. Part of this is that, when it's your house special, that dealer is actually responsible for the warranty on that. So they're biting, they're eating some of that cost. So let me do this. It is, let me go to the dealer. The dealer is, and I mentioned them earlier, like they really have almost like a hate relationship with me. Oh, damn, what the hell's their name? Hold on. Commercial Appliance Dealers, Houston, Texas. I should have just did San Antonio. You know what? Hold on. Commercial. Appliance dealer. Austin. That's what I do. Austin, Texas. This dealer is in Austin. They're in San Antonio. They're in Houston. Wow, come on, man. I said commercial. Why the hell is this? I switched from ChatGPT because this is horrific. This is really bad. Austin, Texas. Appliances new. And like I said, the house brand, the dealer that I'm dealing with, they're only in Texas. They are not in your market. Once again, this ChatGPT now sucks, man. What the hell's wrong with this? And I do not have my phone on me. Who watching me is in the Texas market? Yo, Brother Reginald Terry, what's up? What's going on, man?
Oh, good of you to join us.
Somebody chime in that's in the Texas market. Chime in on me. Yeah, hey, brother, I can't go on. I haven't posted on Instagram in a while, and now they won't let me go live on Instagram. I can only post pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. But I'm really focusing on. I'm so close. I'm really focusing on YouTube right now. Hold on, who the hell is this? Oh, good, that's my. One second. What I'm doing is I'm going through my freaking emails for the day. Yo, oh, there's the brother is. What's going on, man?
I'm going through.
Hold on. What's going on, man?
Hold on, let me turn this down in the background. Hold on. Hold on, let me turn this down so I can see you. We're going here. Michael, can you hear me?
I hear you just fine.
What's going on, bro? How are you? How's everybody? How's everybody there in chat land?
I'm fine. I'm gathering that everybody else is watching is cool because they ain't said nothing. So as far as I know, so I got a lot of people here that's been following me for a while, and a lot of my contributors are here. So everything's cool. What's going on, brother?
Quick question.
Yes,
let me
sir.
turn on the game. Hold on, let me turn on the game. All right. So, two Manitwoks, ice machines. The
ones the ones that are side by side at that hotel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're actually at a trucking company, JB Hunt.
The one with the water system that I told you I didn't like.
The one that has the water system.
The one that had the water. Hold on, one second. Cause I got to. Oh man, now I got you on here. I gotta do this. Hold on, man. Yeah. So tell me about it, man. Tell me about it.
So I put a filtration. I added a filtration system to what's that? A pure filter. I think that to 2000, the I-2000 filter with the gauge on it.
Yes, sir.
So they called me up yesterday and said, the ice machine's not making ice again, which I
Uh-huh.
knew it was the filters clogged because they having so much dirty filter that every time I go there, the filter is clogged.
Now
So,
you don't, brother.
mhm.
Now you don't listen to me. You know that, right?
I know.
You only pick and choose what you want to hear from me. Now I specifically told you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna reiterate.
Uh-huh.
Let me regurgitate and
I got a pen
reiterate.
in my hand now, and I can go back on recording.
You remind me of these cats. They're like, oh man, I got to bump my own head. I'll be like, oh, good Lord. Now, I had explained this to you before. You need to protect your filter. That i2000 is a very expensive filter. You don't just slap the damn i2000 on there. So let me do this. You put on a pre-filter.
Yes, it was already a filter on there, like one of those GE screw-ons.
How many times I got to tell you, man? That's bullshit. I told you
Right.
it's in writing on the Instagram. I said, dude, that thing ain't no good. I told you that, right? On your
Right.
Instagram, if you were to go on your Instagram right now and look at the comments, you're going to hear me say, you're going to see me say that that's some bullshit.
Right.
That's some
Which I know
bullshit.
is some bullshit. 'Cause every time I go to Manitowoc class, I tell them, why are they putting these homeowners filters on these machines? They say, oh, you can service them more frequently rather. And I'm like,
look, it only covers a couple hundred gallons, not thousands of gallons. That machine goes through a couple hundred gallons in a day, in a week.
Right, especially in the hot spell when they're using it. Yes.
Yeah, so it just is just going to give you more problems, or it's just going to cause you to lose the clients. The pre-filter is cheap. The pre-filter is cheap. It is a Everpure pre-filter. The pre-filter medium is like $7, and you just need the canister, and you can get one of the canisters for various different prices. Like this one is saying that they have a canister for $102, and this for $102, it might just come with the pre-filter. And so you change the pre-filter very often because the pre-filter, it looks like a roll of paper towels. It looks like a paper towel. And so that is in the line before you get to your i2000, because your i2000 filter is called you what, $70, $50, something like that.
Well, yeah, not it's costing me that, but not the customer. Yeah,
we don't give a damn what you charge the customer. Well, yeah. So
I think from all points it's like 78 or something like that.
Right, like $70. So you would much rather protect that $70 filter with a $7 filter. So the pre-filter catches all the large sediments. This is not. Well, it'll show you. This is not the actual. So this is what you get. Now, Allpoints has these as well, and you don't have to go with Everpure. You can go with whatever brand you want, just as long as it's a. I think the pre-filters are like a 10 micron, but your people at Allpoints are going to know. They're going to give you this filter because, as you can see, it's just white. It looks like a paper towel in there.
Right, but that looks just now I know you're saying that GE one, because that looks similar to the GE.
Of course it does. Why would it look any different? It's a filter. If you're using toilet paper and you go and if you go and buy the cheapest toilet paper and use it, it's not going to be as good as that quilted 3-ply with lanolin lotion toilet paper. Now is it? It ain't gonna be the same. You acting like everything is the same. Come on now, you the expert here, brother. You on now. You the professional.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what I see though. That's all I want to.
You can't look any different. You're only gonna have a bowl. You're only gonna have a bowl, and it's gonna have a medium. But the medium in there is what the difference is. right? So you want the pre-filter mounted before it, and then you want to go ahead and use your i2000. So this is what's protecting your i2000. This is what's collecting all the trash. Now you can go with, see, they got the 10, which is your 10-inch, and then they have a much larger one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go and you're still having problems and you got the 10 in there, you can go with a much larger one. And that's going to cost you about like $15 for that filter.
But I have to pay the initial for the housing and all that. Probably.
Yeah, it's 100. See, this is retail, $102. That's retail. You just charge that to the customer. And then, like I said, talk to All Points. All Points is going to have something for a pre-filter, right? So like I explained to you before, if you don't have anything good on these systems, it's only going to cause you problems down the road. Because the minute they get blocked up, they're calling you. And now you look like you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, man, hey, man, the ice machine ain't working again. So you got to send this to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't eat the cost. You got to pass the cost on to the customer. That's just the business we're in. It is constant negotiation with the damn customer. Say, hey, look, man, we need to bump up this filtration. And it's up to you how you're going to word it, how you're going to price it, how you want to do it. But you got to bump up your filtration. You can actually go. I mean, you can go with a much bigger filter than this. This filter cartridge, and one of my viewers said the sump, right? So this sump is clear. I prefer the clear because you and the client can actually see the thing getting dirty. When you have the dark blue ones, like what's up ahead over there, you can't really see. All you can go off of is the gauge. And then when you finally open the thing up and everything is all brown and yellow in there, you're like, see, I told you that thing was blocked. So, and you didn't on that one, you didn't have any pressure gauges on the top.
The system I have now, the
Everpure. You wouldn't put Everpure on there. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so does the Everpure have a pressure gauge on it?
Yes.
Water flow gauge? Okay, good.
Yes. So they have, like I said, they have two machines, and that one machine has the water.
I remember.
Right. And what I think they really want to push to, that each machine has their own separate filter, which they will feel more comfortable if they, as long as they're willing to pay, I'm gonna give them what they want.
Yeah, that's only. Hey, man, look here. The local municipality, they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars to filter this water, and it's still at this point. The whole reason why we are hustling, the whole reason why, hold on one second, Brother Frank said,
what do you say, Brother Frank?
Yeah, Brother Frank says, hey, he said he's working, he's busy every day. And I'm going to tell you, anybody who is dealing with equipment that is attached to water is super busy. If you're dealing with tankless water systems, you're busy working on tankless. If you're dealing with tank boiler systems, you're dealing with dishwashers, anything that is coming in contact with water. And now, mind you, this has already been treated by the city, and it's still eating up water.
Oh, yeah.
It's still eating up. So do you honestly think that a little ass $70 filter is just gonna be just it's gonna do something better than, you know what I'm saying? You need as much help as you can get. You can go much higher than the i2000 filter. You can then go with 3 filtration system.
So here's the scenario. I called up Manitowoc. And they're saying I can go with the what was it, the 4,000 to 8?
Yeah. Now here's the thing. You're not having problem with the ice quality, right?
Right. No.
So this is what happens. This is what happens, brother. You can go up in filtration, but guess what? It's just going to get blocked up sooner, and it's just going to cost you, instead of costing you $72 to change a filter, it is soon going to cost you $300 to change a filter.
Mm-hmm.
Because one filter is for cyst, chlorine, odor, and taste. Another one is going to be for like lead and all this other stuff. What you need is bigger pre-filtration. So you want to go with the much larger. Now I hope you listen to me this time. You're gonna want, yeah, you're gonna want,
in Manitowoc was saying either that or get a water specialist in there, which I never heard of.
Oh yeah. All right, so here's how that works, and that's done for free. So if you see, here's the black one. Have you gone to the Scotsman class?
No. Have a what class? Coffee?
Ice machine class. You haven't gone to the Scotsman ice machine class.
I haven't gone to Scotsman. I've been to the Manitowoc.
How did I know you didn't go? Because you didn't know anything about the filters. So Scotsman class, they have 3M comes in, and 3M gives you a class on filters. 3M and Everpure, though, by the way. And I got another company too for you. I got another company you can call. Their filters might be a little expensive, but I got another company, and I need to use them as a sponsor. You can, if you tell them you would like to tell them you want a water sample, they will send you at no charge a box. It's going to have a couple of plastic bottles in there. You're going to fill up those plastic bottles with just regular water, not water that's going up through the filtration already. Just go to one of the taps in that vicinity, fill
like the mop sink
up. Right, and you want to fill that bottle up, and then you're going to send it back to them. They will then let you know, hey, look, this is what we recommend to combat this water situation. Everpure does that. You might just have an Everpure office in New Jersey. I have an Everpure office here in Houston, and we actually have like 5 of them. But you might just have one in New Jersey. And then 3M. So they all do this water treatment test for you. So that's what they do. And then they analyze the water. And then, like I said, they tell you that there's calcium, lime, scale, cadmium, and all other kind of stuff, lead, cyst. And so they check the percentage of that in the water. And then they tell you, well, this filter is going to take care of this. This filter is going to take care of that. But your problem is that the filters are getting blocked. So let me tell you another thing real quick. Everpure, when the filter takes in and filters through and filters out all of these contaminants, because that's what you're looking at is the contaminants, after the city has spent $3 to $30 million filtering the water, all that stuff is still in there. Everpure gets blocked up and restricts the water flow. If you switch to 3M, once it filters out all of those contaminants, it then lets the water through, no matter what the quality is. So here's the what you might want to do before you do. Well, you can still send in the water samples. All that stuff takes time, but while you're doing that, they have the 20-inch drop-in, Everpure 20-inch drop-in. Because once again, like I said, that 20-inch drop-in, I think this one might cost you $20 $20 or so to change that filter on that 20-inch. These are all 10s, and I specifically told this damn thing 20-inch. I don't understand what's the internet's supposed to be getting better, but it damn sure isn't. It damn sure isn't. Everpure 20-inch pre-filter drop-in. So that's my recommendation to you before you jump down into this rabbit hole. See right there. See this is the smaller one. It's $6.70. Oh damn, you can't see it. My bad. This is the smaller one. This is $6.74, and I would just say double it for the larger one. And it is just a filter medium. You would need to, before you get into all this other stuff, go with the 20-inch pre-filter to protect your i2000. Spending more money on the more expensive filters, they're still going to get blocked up.
That's why, yeah.
Yeah, you need to catch that stuff before it gets to your expensive filters. That is where the pre-filter comes in, and you're going to want the one for the 20-inch cartridge. The sump will fit the head of a 10-inch or a 20-inch pre-filter. So that's not a big deal. Just talk to your people over there at All Points.
Oh, okay, All Points.
You just switch gears, man. You just switch gears. But yeah, talk to the people over there at All Points. They'll have a head for you. The customer, hey man, at the trucking, they need that damn ice anyway. You know, for you to charge them $200 or whatever, it's not a big deal for them. It really isn't.
Right.
It's not a big deal.
Right. They said as long as that ice machine is working, because they've been having so many problems with the previous customer handling it. As far as I'm the new guy, and I've been handling this like almost 6 months to 8 months.
Oh, so, wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and now, they're getting the machine as far as up running right. Yeah. And they didn't know they had this filtration problem, so the machine was up and running for a long period of time. And now they're saying, like, okay, I'm showing them every time, like, this pressure is at 0, so it's clogged. The filters are clogged. And so what I did, because they have an event on Tuesday, and they want the machines up and running, so I bypassed my expensive i2000, and I just ran them with the regular GE filter. I put a little Micron, the water tasting filter in there, and so they won't get the funny taste. But that'll get them through until their event. Until I want to figure out, do some homework on.
Well, it's basically you just need to go up on your pre-filtration. So instead of going with a 10-inch pre-filter, go all the way with the 20. And how often do you have to change these filters? Every 2 months, 3 months?
Shoot, this filter, about approximately every month now.
Okay,
every
so
month.
Here's what's going on with their water. They have some pipes that are crumbling. So I take it that when you change the filters, have you ever taken that i2000, turned it upside down, and shook it out? Have you ever taken it and shook it into the sink?
No, but I actually wanted to cut. That's why I saved the other one. I wanted to cut it open.
You don't need to cut it open. Just turn it over and shake it, and then you will see all this yellow crap come on out. They're having some plumbing problems, and you're getting caught in the middle of it. So you're going to need to put on those much cheaper pre-filters. So spend the $15 on the pre-filter, and then just come and change the pre. You said every 2 months? How often?
Well, I've been like these every month now, because when I put that new i2000 up there with the gauge, that only lasted I want to say 2 weeks, if that.
Yes. So they are having plumbing problems. So their pipes are crumbling, and it's destroying your filters.
When I changed the GE, the regular refrigeration filter, and I dumped it out and showed the video to them. Like, look, this is rust orange, and
Yeah.
now the one that I changed yesterday was like a greenish color.
hmm
And I'm like, what in the world is going on? There's something going on with their water system.
Yeah. So yeah, it's their water. So I have some problems with some of my customers the same way. They use the wrong pipe, and then the pipe is rusting and corroding, and then especially where they have T's and 90-degree elbows, those are rusting, and it's causing all kind of problems. So my advice to you is slap on the 20-inch. It doesn't really matter if you do. It doesn't really matter if you put on 1 or 2 filters. One for each one of the machines. If you do 1 for each one of the machines, that just means every month you're gonna have to change those pre-filters, and hopefully that would allow your i2000s to at least last every 2 months or every 3 months, because it's so much trash going through. If you do not capture this trash, it goes through the system and it ends up taking out your fill valve. So if you don't do the filters, you're going to be changing Manitowoc intake valves every 3 months. Hold on.
So I'm figuring I'll get another i2000 for the separate and 2 pre-filters. So each one will have a pre-filter and an i2000 with the gauge.
All right. Now follow with me now. The pre-filter is used to protect your i2000.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're talking about buying 2 i2000s and 2 pre-filters, it doesn't really make much difference to buy 2 pre-filters and 1 i2. If you're going to do 2 pre-filters, you should do 2 pre-filters and then the i2000.
Mm-hmm.
Because how it works is the water's coming in. It's supposed to hit your pre-filter. The pre-filter is supposed to collect all that rust and all that broken copper, and then the i2000 catches everything else. Then that water gets distributed to the other 2 machines. So now tell me again what you had in mind.
Well, since I already have one i2000 there already hooked up.
Uh-huh.
And I was just thinking of because that's what I think the customer wants to see to make them feel better. Because
Well, that's cool. That's cool. But just know that you're still going to have to change those same filters, the same frequency. So if you're changing filters every month, now you're going to have to change 2 filters every month, because they're filtering out what's in the water. So whatever's in the water, like I said, you could the best thing is to put, if you're going to do the inline is fine. 1 line feeding each ice machine, perfectly fine.
Well, it's only 1 line feeding both machines. It's not 1 line.
That's what I'm saying. One line feeding both machines, perfectly fine. Perfect. It doesn't really make a difference. Perfectly fine. So the pre-filter, it still has to filter the water. So that's what I'm saying. You can, if you want to put on 2 pre-filters, you can put on 2 pre-filters, 2 20 inches to protect your i2000. You could put on 2 i2000s. They're just going to get blocked up every month. Nothing is going to change.
No, I want to put on the 2 i2000 with the 2 pre-filters.
Okay, so now you want to add, so instead of just having 2 filters, you want to have 4.
Right. Because I think that's what the customer visually wants to see.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's still going to. So my advice, if you're going to do that, do a 20-inch pre-filter and then your i2000 for each one. You got me?
Right.
Yeah. So you want to do that. You want to go with the largest pre-filter that you can get. Why is this not showing? 20-inch pre-filter. Why didn't I do? Well, this is showing somewhat decent. See, so here's the long pre-filters. This isn't Everpure, but it doesn't matter. The 20-inch pre-filter is what you want, and you can put this in line because it just protects your filter. This is filtering out all the trash. You're going to have this problem until they fix their. Well, this is what's going to happen. Just like I told you what was wrong in, when you first did those pictures, and I made that comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what's going to happen. Let me do my Johnny Carson turban. let me do my Negro Damas. They're gonna have a water leak. They're gonna have the water pipes busting the walls, and that usually leaves the customer with no other option but to fix their plumbing problem. So that's usually what happens. The water pipes burst within the walls. And then, oh man, you'll never believe what happened over the weekend, man. The pipe burst in the wall. There was water everywhere, man. Water was running out the dock doors and all that. And you're like, oh really? You don't say. It's not like somebody told you that was going to happen. And so that's what's going to happen. So until that day comes, you're going to have to combat that deteriorating plumbing system with the 20-inch pre-filters. You're going to have to combat that with these. That's what you're going to have to do. And like I said, it's the holder is, you saw like you're going to pay like $80 or $75 or whatever. I mean, shit, I got like 5-6 of them. When I do installs and removals, I take the old filter housings. And yeah, so I got a bunch of them. So anytime I run into a situation, I can just slap filters on there. But pre-filters, you can go up with i2000, you can go with i4000, you can put in 2-3 i4000s. They're still going to get blocked up every 30 days. Pre-filter, pre-filter, pre-filter. Did I say pre-filter? Because I meant to say pre-filter. Yeah. That is the cheaper way to go. Pre-filter housing, 20-inch. Damn, Everpure, yeah. Yeah, that is. Oh, there we go. Finally, I got the Pentair. Man, I'm going to switch this over. I think maybe I might just switch this over to Grok or something. So here we go. And is this the 20? So here, finally, we get to a decent Everpure pre-filter. These are less expensive, but the problem you have with this is the sump / bowl or whatever anybody wants to call it. The customer can't see the damn thing turning brown. That's what I don't like. But that's going to be your call. That's going to be. It depends on where you put them, but at least you're going to have the flow gauge, and that lets you know everything. That lets you know everything.
Right.
But yeah, when I saw those filters that you were dealing with, I knew you was in for trouble. Well, here's the other thing too. You can to protect your i2000, you can put in a pre-filter, and then after that you can go ahead and then put in another drop in. So that is the drop-ins. I think these are. Hold on 1 second. Either way it goes, it's going to be much cheaper than going. You don't need to do much more than the i2000. It's a waste of money unless the customer is complaining about the taste of the ice or any kind of funky smells with the ice. I wouldn't even bother with it because they're just going to get blocked up. And all of this is at Allpoint too.
So I think what I might do now, since I talked to you, is just put 2 pre-filters before the i2000 and see what we get. The clear bowl.
Yeah. Man, this thing is not wanting to show me anything decent. Right, because you're putting in these, right? They're doing their thing. These are fine mesh filters. They're filtering out everything, but they're also collecting everything. They're collecting every freaking thing. And your goal is to have the cheaper medium collect all the trash. You want the cheapest thing possible to collect all the trash to protect these more expensive filters. These filters, you want to change these once every 6 months. The pre-filters, those, so be it. If you got to change those every month, so what if you're paying $10, $15 for the pre-filter? Pay the damn $10, $15. Typically what I would do is come in, change the pre-filter, check the other one, make sure that the flow rate is still high, 35, 40, and then I typically go in and then wipe the unit down with some sanitizers, all the parts that people could see and stuff like that, and you know, all the problem spots. Typically spending no more than 30 minutes at that location, especially if you're going there every month. And that way, when you do have to do your a deep cleaning, it's only going to take you 30 minutes each machine, because every time you come in, you're doing the filter and then you're treating the entirety of the system. You're not removing the sump on that Manitowoc, but you are cleaning, you know, all in the ice making section, and preventing all that mold and all that stuff from accumulating. So that way you're able to keep an eye on that machine and you don't have that customer calling you saying, oh, the machine down again. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. All right. So, yep, that's basically about my dilemma for right now. Pre-filter. And if you still got a problem, you can always add on. And then you can add on pre-filter and then another a 5 micron drop in, and then your i2000. This is going to be a thing until that water comes running onto the floor and out the damn docks. You're going to have to deal with this. It doesn't sound like it's going to be too much longer though. Unfortunately, it's going to be a story where you're going to come in and you're going to see that the carpet's wet and all it's chaos. Oh, what happened over here? Man, water was coming, rushing out the ceiling. Really now? Usually it's going to, well, hey, winter is coming. Winter is coming. That's what I'm about to say. It's probably going to happen when the winter's coming. It might just be this winter. It might just be this winter. Because I seen a plumber guy there before cleaning out the sewage and everything else. I'm like, why is this guy over here? You know, this is, you know, a new facility. It ain't that old. And I'm like, why is I seeing water guys out here, you know, cleaning out drain lines and everything else, and the water system just sucks out there? Okay, because I've experienced this here in Houston. The contractor for the plumbing switched out material, and it's corroding. It's degrading. It's degrading, and so it's gonna bust, and then they're gonna have to come out and redo it, and then everything is gonna be fine after that. All the filtration that you got set up is gonna help you keep that machine clean and all that. But for right now, unfortunately, pre-filter,
like I said, go with the 20-inch. That's the longest one you can get. Go with the 20-inch, and then if you're still having another problem next month, I say do the 20-inch, and then do another.
Well, I'm doing 2 20 inches. I want to do 2 20 inches.
So here's the thing: the most material passes through the pre-filter. Because you want to catch all the big stuff.
Right.
That's what it's doing. Then you can step it up with a 5 micron drop in, and those are to protect your I-2000. So we want to get that water. We want to get all that big stuff out of the water before it reaches that I-2000. And yeah, and if you got to put 2 pre-filters on there, then you got to put 2 pre-filters on there. But that is a much cheaper deal to maintain than an I-2000 or I-4000.
So you're saying do the 2 pre-filters, or to do 1 pre-filters with the micron?
You can knock yourself out. Do the 2 pre-filters. You can do it for 2 pre-filters.
Okay. Yeah, I'd rather do the 2 pre-filters so I can see it, and then the I-2000.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying take that GE crap off of there, the regular refrigeration?
Yes, it's not doing anything. It's not. Its usefulness is over with after a week of you changing it. It's useless. It's useless. When I saw it, I laughed. When I saw that,
I keep laughing too every time I see it. But when I go to a new install or somebody that the machine hasn't been there that long, they're using these GE regular residential filters. I'm like, what in the crap?
It just means more money. It just means more money for you. It just means more money for you. It is there. It is useless. The residential filters are going through a fraction of the usage of water that a commercial system is going through. That is one of the main differences. So you're not going through that much water.
Right.
Oh, good. I'm at 60%. Yeah. So but these are meant to handle that water usage. Remember, you're dealing with not just one commercial ice machine, but 2. So you're probably doing over 1,200 pounds of ice in a 24-hour period with those 2 machines. Because I think both of those are like what, 520s?
I believe so. Don't quote me.
I'm pretty sure those are like 520 pound Manitowoc sitting on bins, separate bins, side by side. And that was in an effort due to their previous experience. Hey, look, if one machine goes down, we'll at least have a second as a backup. And then their smart asses found out that both machines was going out at the same time. Oh no! That was so smart.
And that's why they saying that they wanted. I believe, Mike. I believe that's the reason why they say they want to see 2 separate filters for each machine. So they're thinking,
if they want to pony up with the 2 filters, fine. But just remember that both filters are going to get blocked up. If not at the same time, then in a sequential order. So 1 month, it's going to be unit 1 is the filter is going to get blocked up. And then next month, the other ice machine is going to get blocked up. So you still going to be there every month. So it's best to, in my opinion, is best to treat that water line as a whole before it comes in and feeds each one. Because I understand what they want, but as far as a function, it doesn't make any sense. It's still the same water. It doesn't make any sense. Just treat the one water line, the one, as best you can, and then let that clean filtered water then supply what are 2, 3, 4, 5 ice machines if you want. 6. Hell, everybody. You get an ice machine. You get an ice machine. Hey, you back there. You get an ice machine. Everybody gets an ice machine. You know, the water's clear to do whatever the hell you want to with it. They can wash semi trucks with it for all I care.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the water will be free of, in my opinion, crumbled up plumbing. The plumbing is crumbling. So it is what it is. The guy thought he was slick and quoted them one material, and then he swapped it out for another. But it's gonna bite him. It's gonna bite him soon enough. So winter's coming. Winter's coming. So if you want to, you're just gonna have to duplicate it. So if you're gonna do a pre-filter in the i2000 for unit A, and then a pre-filter in the i2000 for unit B, because they've got this. We're gonna have a backup unit. Well, yeah, you're still treating them with the same trash water. Still treating them with the same trash water. And I'm pretty sure this other brand is called AdCraft. And I still, this whole time I'm talking to you, I still can't come up with this other freaking this family. Oh, for this dealership. But while I got you on the line, brother, you got any other questions?
No, that'll be it for now. You know, I guess that's enough, really. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, I knew something was up when I saw that picture with that little chintzy filter, that little residential filter. I knew you was in for some trouble. I knew you was in for some trouble with that.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right. I appreciate it. I know you ready to get off, and I appreciate you again.
Well, I was gonna, man, trying to figure out how I'm doing the balance, man, of doing these people, and I always knew people wanted to see the live during the day, the working on the equipment, but what I'm doing now is really the main goal. It's not flashy. It doesn't bring the views. I get over 2,000 views on the daytime lives. I get like maybe 100 on the evening when I do the classroom broadcast. You know. Oh, AdCraft. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's why I really don't try to bother you during the day. I try to save it for, if I can, till Thursday or something like this.
Well, it's not that. It's just, oh, I think I found it. Damn, I didn't find it. It's not that. It's just that I'm a one-man show, and I'm
so am I.
So I'm answering my own phone calls. Right. I am doing my own invoices on the fly, and then I'm still trying to do earlier, brother Frank was saying, "Oh, I saw when you hopped out the truck," and I even had to pause the live to feed the damn meter because I had to open the app for the meter, so I can't even do a damn live without interrupting the freaking live. So it's craziness. Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy. But
all right, if you ever think of that other one, just shoot me a text with it. I'm probably not gonna move on it till next week.
You talking about the other line of filters?
Right.
I'm gonna post them because I meant they've given me some filters. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. This isn't going to show up. It's ScaleX Pro. They've given me some filters, but this thing is not going to show. It's not going to show properly. Oh, hold on 1 second. It's ScaleX Pro. I want to say they're out in your area. So they gave me a really nice filter. But it's with the situation, it's still going to get blocked up. You still need pre-filtration. This is for the cleanliness of the water. And so they have all the, they go through and ScaleX Pro. They also do a water a water test. They do that at no cost to you. So they'll send you out to do the water sample. They'll send you out a prepaid.
Right. I remember like at Home Depot used to have those like too where you collect and they do it for free.
Yeah. So you just fill up a regular Dasani water bottle, drinking bottle, and then you ship it off to them, and then they analyze, they test it, and say, okay, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that. You know, all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, I hope you got the information for General. For General, because that's the one that they're supplying a lot of people, especially in your market, with equipment. And you probably worked on some of this stuff, didn't know that they were the one that made it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, General. That's the one I just had it up on the screen with the fryers and the slicers and the mixers and everything else.
Okay. Yes.
Under General.
Yeah, and I also Laundry Lux, I signed up for their class today. They're having a class in October up here in New York.
Right. That's on. I got that on here. Let me see.
I think it starts on the 21st to the 23rd or something for New York.
Yeah. They finally, Laundry Lux finally has that calendar on their website.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's on here. It's on here. I have it here with the map. There it is right there. Let me go back. Yeah, there it is. It's the next one because I got Milner class, and then after Milner class, Milner is in Louisiana, and then boom, there's Electrolux, Wascomat, Laundry Lux class, and there it is. Level 1 service training for that. But you already took it, right?
Yeah, I usually go up there just to rub elbows with the guys, you know, get my name around so they can send me work.
Right. So. Right. Because as you see, they have it, but they have their favorites.
Right.
And then, oh man, because Cody isn't running things. There's a woman running the show now. She's now the CEO. I don't know if it's his sister. I don't know if it's his cousin, but she's running the show. So yeah, there it is. Level 1 and level 2. I got the date so freaking small. October. Mm-hmm. October 22nd to 23rd for the
supposed to be 3 days.
Yeah, I know, but I can only fit the 2 on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So level 1 is the 20. Oh wait. Why the hell? Oh yeah, it starts like that. So 22nd, 23rd, and then the 24th, because the 24th is going to be Encore Day. Mm-hmm. For the Encore washer. But in my market, I still have not seen a damn Encore.
Really?
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel, welcome back.
Michael Emmanuel. Thanks for swinging on by. Yeah, I've never seen one. Now, fun fact, I would actually sell one because I'm in the phase of replacing laundry for a school I take care of. I'm gonna pitch them just to change it, and if they go with the change, I would either have to go with a Speed Queen stack or an Encore. And I'm actually leaning towards the Speed Queen stack. I need to go on over there and measure that doorway and make sure that Speed Queen stack will fit in the door.
Fit in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next time I go on over there to drop off detergent, which knowing them, it's probably going to be any day now. I got to go and measure that damn door. So, and then be on the lookout too, because your Speed Clean classes are coming up. It's only one day. It's only like 3 hours. Have you been to one in your market yet?
I couldn't catch one in my market yet.
Yeah,
I've been trying to catch a Speed Queen. I think it was, I don't know whether it was somewhere in New York was supposed to have it.
Yeah, it's gold coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have it. So it'll be coming up. I don't have any of my laundry magazines. Hold on one second. Let me drop this. second. Hold on one second. There it is. All right. And let me see. Gold coin. Commercial laundry. Oh, gold coin. Let's see what they got going on. We've moved. So they're in Hicksville, New York. And gold coin, yeah, they do Whirlpool, they do Dexter, and they should be doing Speed Queen unless Speed Queen kicked them out. Speed Queen got a lot of stuff going on. So let me go. I don't see New York. Oh, there's a calendar. I don't see anything coming. So they haven't updated their calendar just yet. I have to look at the coin. Hold on. Laundry magazine. I haven't been able to take a look at my coin laundry magazines, like Laundry News. Hold on. Planet Laundry, Laundry News. In these different laundry publications, they have the training, current issue. Let's see here. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. No, get out of here. Get out of here. Matter of fact, I don't think this one is hit. This one hasn't hit my mailbox yet. Oh, yeah, it is the beginning of the month. It is the beginning of the month. So let me see real quick if I can find something. Let me see how the stream looks. Okay, it is a big screen. Oh, let me see what that. Oh, what was that? Was that the calendar? Come on, zoom in. So you guys normally don't get to see how the sausage is made. I get the digital copy and I get the paper copy. Okay, that's California, Burlington, Massachusetts, King of Prussia, Rosemont, Illinois. Oh, Nashville, Tennessee, October 26th. Nope. All right, so let me keep going. Whoa, hold on. I have to spend some time. Oh, those are those are Demo pumps. Let's see what we got here. Not every one of the laundry publications posts the training schedule. It's like training / meet and greet, because on the commercial laundry side, they train the clients. They might have an in-house maintenance guy, and so they want to provide that in-house maintenance guy with training, just like this Dexter class. So you got October 7th, 8th, and 9th. Have you ever been to a Dexter training?
No, that's near me. I've been trying to get on Dexter too.
Gold coin that's Hicksville, New York.
Let me see how far is Hicksville from me.
That's Hicksville, New York. And then, like I said, you got to call these people, man. You got to reach out to them. American Laundry Equipment. Where is this? That is in Waltham, Massachusetts. Saturday, September 20th. Connect with industry executives. So this is a Speed Queen class. I don't know if there's a class in it. Meet with the experts and the vendors. Network with laundromat owners. Talk with Speed Queen service pros. It's hip Speed Queen. It's all interchangeable. So if you're all out there by Waltham, Massachusetts, it's a Saturday. My advice would be to swing by. Okay, so see, I've already gone through the whole damn magazine. Let me see. Chicago is having theirs. That's September.
Yeah, Hicksville's about an hour and a half away from me,
Okay.
one way.
How far is Long Island from you?
Long Island is not bad. You know, traffic is always a headache, but Long Island is about, I want to say, hour or so, if that, 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
which ain't bad. Just pay the toll.
Well, yeah. Oh, you know what? Because Gold Coin used to be not that far from Laundry Lux.
Mm-hmm.
They also used to be in Long Island. That's why they just said that they moved.
Right.
That's why they said they moved, because they also used to be in Long Island. Laundry News. Oh, it's American. Yeah, there it is. American Laundry News. So there's about 3 major laundry publications. So boom. All right. Here's the calendar. Here's the calendar. Jensen USA. This is your much larger stuff. I don't really talk about the large industrial units. The biggest one that I get into is Milner. But Milner does straddle the line between regular size units and then your large tunnel washers.
Mike, I can't see it, not unless it's much of a delay.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you can't see it. My bad. Jensen USA. I don't want Jensen. All right, so it looks like Speed Queen, but I know for a fact Speed Queen's got some stuff coming up. Speed Queen is holding this to heart. Hold on 1 second. They're going to make me do this. They're going to make me do this. Let me just go to Alliance. Alliance Laundry Events. Upcoming. Yeah, all right. So I got to make sure I put this back on, because I thought I had some of these on here. When I put these on there for you guys that are interested in commercial laundry, not every one of these events, just because you see they're having an event, not every event holds a training class. It has to specifically say that they're going to have a training class, and that's because on some of these, you might be the only person that shows up for the damn training class. I need to go because there's some stuff. They got these new digital ones with the codes. I need these damn codes. I need to meet with the sales guy. I have to talk with these people. Hagerstown, is that Pennsylvania, or where the hell is this? I thought Hagerstown was in Pennsylvania. That's probably going to be too far for you anyway. Upstate New York. Upstate New York, was that going to be 2 hours for you, 3 hours?
Depends on what is it, Hagerstown or what?
No, Hagerstown. If it's Hagerstown, that should be Pennsylvania. So this is Albany.
Albany.
Yeah. Albany is October 1st. Oh, let's see here. Let me see if they're even going to have a training class. But how far is Albany from you? Isn't that like 2 hours? So they do have a service school. Starts at 1.
They do.
So who's the distributor? Let me see who the distributor is. And this would be the reason why Gold Coin is enlisted, because Speed Queen probably took over. So yeah, according to this, there's no mention of Gold Coin on this. I think Speed Queen took over. I think they took it from Gold Coin. And that's what a lot of these manufacturers are doing. They took over. Yeah, so they are the distributor. They're a distributor once again, so everything is them. My advice to you is to call them and see if they are going to do another class, like maybe November. That's going to be New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island, or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, because Albany, New York is like 153 miles from me. That's the capital. So I don't know. It depends on what side.
Right. And just to go for an hour class, for an hour, was for 2 hour class, because they're only there from until 4 p.m. and the training school starts at 1. The training school starts at 1, and they do that because attendance is usually kind of low on Speed Queen training classes. So Maybe you might be the only person there that shows up and wants to know something about training. Might be 50 guys that show up want to know something about training. It's so hit or miss. It's so hit or miss. Mainly miss. So my advice to you is to call Speed Queen. You're gonna have to go through a lot of BS, but you can call them and tell them that's what you're interested in. A nice lady is going to research who's the best person to talk to you, and they're gonna get back to you in probably like a week. They will get back to you, but they'll get back to you in like a week. They're in no hurry over there for anything, for nothing. All right, so there goes that other thing. How long have we been on here? An hour and 45. It's not bad. I was gonna play this thing from Mark, but yeah, nobody's really interested anyway. And I'm gonna get Tim Meadows with his "What's Your Query?" I am going to get that damn video. I'm gonna get that video and I'm gonna play that every time you guys call up.
Underdog is the.
I'm gonna get that next time you guys call up. But other than that, man, I guess that'll be about it.
All right, sir. All right.
Good talking to you. Anybody else have any questions or? Yeah, don't be a stranger when I go on live. I know you're probably busy too working, but
right. Yeah. I'll be in contact though. I'll give you a follow up next week sometime. What's going on?
Right. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good.
All right, bro. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. I'll talk to you.
All right, you. All right.
All right. Later.
All right. Well, I was gonna play a little something about business from Mark the Mentor.
A lot of guys that I hear talk like this, they're still in the hustle phase as far as the grind and the grit phase of their business. And if you're still in the grind and the grit and there's no level of comfortability there,
make this bigger.
Like I'm just paralleling this with my grind and my grit days. If there was a profit on the table, I'm gone.
So we don't have time to watch what I wanted to put on there, but to sum it all up, what Mark the Mentor was talking about on his stream today. When I'm driving, sometimes I'll watch Coach Greg Adams, I watch Mark the Mentor, stuff like that when I'm driving. And he was summing up that you guys have to take advantage of all your opportunities. I hope you got a chance to see me take the service call that I had with the deep fryer, and that was a warranty call. I took that and I was able to take that warranty call and turn that into a new customer. I was able to take that. It was a client. It was someone that I thought already had service providers. Turns out they do not have service providers for anything, and they are in need. They also are looking to lease an ice machine. And funny story, I'm looking to talk them out of leasing an ice machine from me. I'm going to be talking with them about selling ice. They are a bar. They might as well sell bags of ice, especially with a high rise across the street. And there's actually nowhere else where people can buy bags of ice. Most of those people are walking, jogging, that type of thing, and it would be better for them to get ice from over there. They could actually put ice for sale on the food delivery apps, and they would actually pay for that ice machine every year by just selling a bag of ice a day. A bag of ice a day, they would pay for that ice machine in full every year. Every single year, they would have enough money to cover the cost of that damn ice machine. So I got that due to General. I just through Invictus and Hossman, not Hossman, but Invictus and the Invictus. I got that new trendy restaurant where I did the live today. So they have all continental, they have Hoshizaki. So everything I tell you guys, you can use that to form your own marketing. So actually, the Invictus call I had today on that that was a COD on that vacuum sealer. So now I got a nice little repair to do on it. I got it working, but Invictus told me to go ahead and sell them new springs, new on and off switch, change the oil. A nice little package on that for them. And once again, they have Hoshizaki, they have Continental, and they have a lot of other pieces of equipment that I service. So it makes for a nice fit, and especially seeing that they don't have a regular service provider, I slide right on in there. And with that, even though people are still coming on, and with that, I am going to shut this thing down if we don't have any questions or if nobody else wants to come on. But essentially, the video I got up here on the screen is from Mark the Mentor, talking about take advantage of all the opportunities that are presented to you. As long as it's a profitable service call and it's close and it's local, why not take it? Why not take that call? And once again, if you wanted to come up, you want to ask, now, what the hell is this? No. If you wanted to come up, there's the link. If you want to ask any questions about any of the live streams that you have been seeing throughout the last week and a half. If not, I'm going to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for coming by. And with that, I will see you on Mondays and Thursdays. I'm going to switch this time. I'm going to switch it both times to 7 p.m. Mondays and Thursdays. So I don't see Appliance Bootcamp coming on 8 p.m. 7 p.m. on Thursdays very often. So I'm going to do 7 to 7. And with that, I will see you guys later. Let me add the video. 1 second. Yeah, this is the training video. All right, see you later.